Hi, this is Michelle. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do the hairpiece for the Sugar Plum Fairy in the Bucilla 2006 Felt Stocking Kit. So here's the instructions on how to do it. I've got everything laid out. I do a few things differently while I'm following the instructions. First thing I do, when I put piece number 83 on her neck, I take away the lines where the face should be. I just use my pointy ginger scissors, scrape it away, and then cut the top off. So the lines are gone. That's what I do first. So I've already done the neck. I'm ready to do the hair, which is piece number 83. This is where I do something different. I cut a back piece for this, and you'll see why later. I already did her face. I did piece number 85, which is the front of her hair. So this is all done now. So what I have to do next is, in the instructions, I want the tan floss, which is number 6224 in your kit. I need the tan floss unseparated. That means just how you get it in here. You get, you know, a 36-inch long piece. It's got 6 strands per, you know, little 36 inches here. So you want 12 10-inch pieces. So what I did was I got all 4 of my tan pieces that are 36 inches long. So I have all 4 of them. And then my ruler. So I need 10 inches long. So I take all 4 and I'm going to cut them together. So here is 4. Here is 8. And here's 12. So I have 12 10-inch pieces of my floss. This is what I'm going to use to make the hairpiece at the top, which you can barely see it here. It's wound underneath the pearls and the flowers here. So I've got my pieces. What it says to do next is you put the floss together and you twist it loosely. So it's kind of like if you were going to make cording. Twist it loosely and then let it fold in half. So I twist it up here good, fold it in half, and see how it kind of makes itself go around again. So there's that. Next, you take a 5-inch strand of strung pearls, which I already did this ahead of time, and you kind of weave the pearls around your floss. Kind of twist them around a little bit. Okay. So now you'll see why I make a back piece for her whole head. So now you're going to have to attach your floss and your pearls to your head. So the reason why I make a back piece is when I do this, I kind of wrap it around the back a little bit to hide all those ends. So once you secure it, it's a lot to hang on to, but you want to secure it. So I've got some tan floss on my thread here, 2 strands. So I'm going to secure it to the back first on one side, and then as I go, I'll like twist it some more. Kind of need 10 hands to do this, but it can be done. So, and then, you know, weave your pearls around. So I'll do my ends first and secure them to the back. And then as I go along, I'll tack the front down because I really just want to get those ends on first and get them secure because like I said, you need about 4 hands to do this. The back pieces too, the loose ends, you can even trim those. Once you get them down, trim them off because once they're tacked down, they're not going to go anywhere. So as I go, I will tack these down, get them where I want them. I'll have them twisted. See there, I think that is looking pretty good so far. Do one more little spot over here and tack this down. Now you've covered up where all the flowers go, and that's okay because you can always look at the cover photo here for placement on the flowers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this off. And I will trim these. If I can't get them up and underneath here and looking okay, I'll trim them off. So here's where the extra piece comes in that I made for the hair. I also, when I do this, I make an extra piece for her face. I make a back piece for her face. I cut her face out of this piece right here. And then there's extra. So I made a back piece to that too, just because I like her face to stick out and look more 3D. So here's my back piece that I'm going to attach with the tan floss again. And it just makes it look neat. So tiny little stitches. I'm going to attach the back piece that I made to the hair. And as I do that, I'm going to make sure the ends are all tucked in the back there and secure. And I don't add stuffing to this part, but I did stuff her little face when I made it. And how I stitch the face, I do have another video posted about doing faces. It's on the Sea Princess, but I do my faces all the same. So I'm just about around here, making sure everything is tucked in. And even do along the back, which you won't really see it because it's going to be attached to the stocking, but you want to make sure everything is secure. So do up that little spot back there. All right, so now little hairpiece is on. Next, you have to attach the little leaves, and they are number 86. They're teeny tiny little leaves, and I'm going to do them with a straight stitch of the dark green that comes with the kit. And I'm going to have to do that by looking at the picture because now I've covered up everything. So, and I'll go one strand on this. The little line that's in the center there, one strand, and I'm just gonna place it on there, and I'll sew straight through the back. I want to make sure these are on and secure. So one little straight stitch there to hold this on. And I'll do all the leaves. With the same piece. I'm not gonna tie them off or anything. I'm just gonna use the same one. These are tiny. So looking up here, this one needs to go up top here. This is really easy. Once you get the hang of it, once you do it a couple times, it's really easy to do. First time, it is kind of confusing, but really following the instructions and doing, you know, how it says, it really does help. Just go step by step, one part at a time. These are tiny little stinkers. And so we have one more leaf here to put on. It's kind of like right there. Next are the flowers. And you have two full flowers and then just some little circles. I guess they're like little buds. So those I do the same way. One of them you just attach with a sequin. So there the leaves are on. And now I'll do the big flowers. So I've already cut out the bigger flowers. And one is gonna go right over here, and you just attach it with one red sequin. So, sequin, and you need a bead. So there's that one. And then you got a little bud here. It's just a little circle with a little line and a spot for the sequin. Same thing, I'm just gonna attach it with the red, one strand of red. I'm just gonna do some little straight stitches for this one. I think the kit calls outline, but you can really do whatever you want. The Bucilla police aren't gonna come and get you if you don't do the right stitch. So a little straight stitch, and then that little dot there is gonna be a red sequin and bead. Then, like I said, you need about 4 hands here. Okay, so we have one more flower. And that's gonna go right here. Red sequin, one red bead. Uh-oh, bad bead. Throw that one away. Sometimes the beads just will not go on these needles. I don't know why. When I find one like that, I just throw it away. Otherwise, I'm gonna pick it up 50 times. It will drive me crazy. Okay, so one more of the little buds. Do a little straight stitch there. So two straight stitches, we'll do it there. One more red bead and red sequin. And it's a mess back here, but no one's gonna see that. It's all about how the front looks and how her face looks. Now that this is done, just cut that off because it's not gonna go anywhere. So here is your Sugar Plum Fairy, her face with her hairpiece and the back piece that I made, and that's why I do that. It secures it on really well. So now I'm gonna show you when I'm ready to add her on. Since I scraped the neck lines off, see, I can just set her on here, and I'm gonna leave her chin not attached because I think it'll look really pretty, look more 3D if her chin is not attached. But I'm going to stitch all the way around her hair back here to make her complete. I figure I'll show you a little bit of everything else I did. I added white sequins up here on the candy canes, and I did plum colored beads across the banner here. Instead of gold metallic thread, I did gold beads strung. I used the Bucilla silk embroidery ribbon, and for this I did a chain stitch, and in the center I did one single clear bead, added tulle, purple tulle here, and I did pink, like a pink sparkly tulle underneath the purple. And of course on her point shoes she has pink silk embroidery ribbon with a bow. Over here the candy canes, instead of just doing them red in a satin stitch, I did 5 strands of floss. I ran it through Thread Magic, and then I just kind of laid it across and looped it through, kind of like wrapped them, the garland. 7mm gold bugle beads with a little pearl bead and then some plum beads. Oh, I wrapped the lollipops with white tulle. I just made a circle of tulle and then kind of wrapped it around and kind of, you know, like a wrapper. The ribbon on the kit, it's like really pretty and wrapped, but you really can't see the details, so I kind of like just kind of did a running stitch and then pulled it tight, and then whatever shape I got, that's what I put on there. So this is almost finished, and there you go. Hope this helps.